Guys, what's going on? Look, I wanted to make this video so that I could explain to you why I moved over from Libsyn to BuzzSprout. So sit back, relax, watch this intro, comment down below, tell me what podcast hosts you use, and let's have a conversation about it. Guys, welcome to the channel. If it's your first time, my name is BrooksConkle. I'm an entrepreneur. I believe we shouldn't just think outside the box, but we should destroy the box, which is why I'm wearing my t-shirt. I have this sign. My office, we're moving, so we have stuff everywhere. I can't show you the rest of this room because it's insane, but let's talk about why I switched. So I have a few different podcasts, and I just want to tell you some of the reasons why I switched in case any of you maybe you have a podcast with Libsyn. The thing is this, there's nothing wrong with Libsyn. In fact, they're good. They're cool. The deal is that they're kind of like a 2015 model car when Libsyn is that 2020 rolling on the brand new model, right? So here's probably what got me going with Libsyn. In fact, I can remember a few things. One, there were some online media folks that I follow that mentioned Libsyn, and I valued their opinion, so I went with Libsyn. The ironic thing is that this same brand no longer actually is promoting Libsyn, now promotes BuzzSprout. I didn't know that until after I found BuzzSprout for a new podcast, but I just find this really ironic. Now, that brand also it says nothing negative about Libsyn. I just noticed that they stopped talking about it and saying, hey, this is who I recommend. So, what got me in with Libsyn was probably that. And yes, they have this really inexpensive plan, so it starts at like $5. Here's the kicker, and here's the thing that you need to pay attention to, is that you're limited to 50 megabytes of storage. So now the question is like, okay, what's your file size going to be? Now you have to calculate that to figure out, okay, like the file I just uploaded for a recent podcast was actually pretty large. It was like 100 something megs. That was because the guy that sent it to me did it in a higher audio file quality. So therefore, it makes the file size larger. Well, one of the things I like about BuzzSprout is that they make it simple, right? So it's not about your file size. It's about how much time, right? So if you have a 20-minute podcast, you get, what was that? So 3 hours, so 3, 6, 9. So 9, you could do like 9 episodes in a month, right? At this rate. So it's about the length of time. It's not about the size of the file. I mean, storing files online is really cheap. Anyway, it's not going to go into that detail. But from the first glance, like you look at the websites and they both look good, right? You're like, hey man, these are good. These are both cool. Like this front page looks great. I'm going to show you the reasons what I'm talking about the 2015 model car. I'm not going any older. I'm not saying they're a 2010 when we're in 2020, but kind of like a 2015. Here's the thing. So let me show you some of the support. Now I can't log into Libsyn anymore because I no longer have an account with them, but I wish I could. Actually, let's just try it. This shouldn't work anymore, but we're about to try this live. You guys are gonna get to see this. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah, no shows. Okay, no shows set up for my account. So this is what I get. This little guy in a little car. All right, cool. So I've canceled that show. No big deal. But the problem is it's kind of clunky. Like it's hard. Libsyn is hard to find stuff. It's hard to kind of navigate a little bit. There's a little bit of a learning curve where, in my opinion, BuzzSprout makes it super, super simple. Side note, if you have multiple shows, they actually make it really simple because you can just switch seamlessly between the shows. Boom, done. When you need to connect to directories out there, they make it extremely easy. I thought I'd already done this, but so we're going to do this. So to connect to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, one, they list all the directories. Two, they're on the kind of cutting edge when something comes out, like Amazon. But where I really start getting excited, I've never even clicked on the resources button, I will admit. Okay, cool, they're pulling in their YouTube videos. So yeah, so this is the kind of stuff that excites me. So BuzzSprout has an amazing podcast where they're like going over the newest stuff. Their email newsletter is pretty amazing. Let me pause and I'll go find one. All right, latest newsletter. Literally, I don't know, within the last week or something. I just pulled up the most recent one. So, how often should you publish new episodes? Long distance podcast recording with Zoom. Like, these guys are in on cutting edge stuff, right? Like stuff that you would be wondering about right now. I have looked forward to getting this newsletter, even though I kind of know what I'm doing. But they're like, as they're learning, as new stuff comes out, they're teaching. Another thing, let me skip over to, I'm gonna skip over to Facebook here because pretty amazing Facebook group. So 16,000 members. I'm not gonna say regulate it really well, but there's rules, so people are talking about podcasting. They're very encouraging. So they must have really good moderators, because I know that Facebook groups can be crazy. They can be great or they can be bad depending on the content, the people, but really good stuff in here. Just really good stuff in this group. And if you have a question, if you don't know this, side note, let me say this. If you're in a Facebook group, you can go in and search, hit the search button. Audacity. Let me just search Audacity. It'll pull up everything that people are talking about with Audacity. So you can go and find a question. So rather than just popping in a group and asking a question, go search that group first. Let me, that was your side step. You're welcome. You're welcome, BuzzSprout. It's for me not having the person ask the same 4,000 questions in a row, right? But so Libsyn, I don't think they have this engaged community. I tried to find a group and I couldn't find a group. All right, here's the last kind of piece. I think part of the reason what it is, I think Libsyn maybe is, I think they're just kind of comfortable in their ways, because I think they have a lot of customers. In fact, they're probably making a ton of money. So I saw they had like on their Facebook page, it said like 70,000 podcasts. Multiply that by how many paid memberships they get, and that's a lot of recurring revenue, right? Monthly recurring revenue. That's insane. So, but like the last time they posted videos on their YouTube channel was a year ago. And like 300 views. The State of Podcasting 2019. Like, I sorted these by the newest, and this is what I got. I mean, I'm not, not hating, but man, BuzzSprout, they're over here, they're excited, right? So I come to their videos. Okay, let's click their videos. Let's sort them by their order. Let's sort by newest. Date added newest 2 days ago, right? So these guys, 2 days, 5 days, a week. These guys are really investing, and they're sharing all this info on their website. So am I trying to make a case for you to switch? Kind of. If you've never done it, by the way, I have a referral link. It's down in the description. You can click on it. You'll get like I think a $20 or something Amazon gift card or something if you sign up with them through that. But I've done it. Like, I'm not telling you to do something I haven't done. I actually went through the process of switching over and signing up, and it was easier than I thought. I was a little nervous, but it was not as hard as I thought it would be. So they make it really easy. I paused to find this article real quick. So move your podcast to BuzzSprout. They make it really easy. Yeah, in less than 15 minutes. I think the biggest hang up I was getting on was like, okay, why do I need both hosts for a moment of time? So that was my biggest hang up. So I actually kind of had both hosts for about a month or so, where I kept both accounts. I was trying to wrap my head around it, but now I get it. Because the podcast is sending out a feed to whoever listens. When you set up your new one, you need to be able to send out this new feed so that when people go to that place, wherever they listen, Stitcher or whatever, it's now pulling the new feed. I'm going to call it a feed, the new line. And so once people have that with your new episodes, you just want to give people time to listen again so that it updates that feed. If you don't give people that time, let's say, then I don't know, they get an error or whatever they get. So if you give them time to do that, then you cancel your old one and you're good to go. Basically, I waited like 30 days or something like that, and then I was good to go. But Guys, I highly recommend it. It's if you're not super into it or know what you're doing, or what's going on, then it can seem like it's difficult or it's not worth the move. But I would recommend making the move. It's again not as hard as what you think it is. Just follow that. I'll put a link to that article down in the description as well, and I'll also put my referral links if you want to hop over to BuzzSprout, give it a go, and you'll get like Amazon gift card or whatever when you sign up. I'm pumped. Comment down below. Tell me what your podcast is all about, and I'd love to check yours out. Maybe we can network, and take care. Talk to you guys soon.